watched the Berlanga fight, man. I would have had a video afterward. I had to shoot a move last night. I just need to get some gas. I should get some gas while I'm this way, but I'm going home. But we had to watch the Berlanga fight, and a couple people I mentioned the Berlanga fight, a lot of people didn't even know about the Berlanga fight. So a lot of people didn't even know Berlanga had a fight. Saturday, I knew it. I see Konaki lost. I didn't really see the fight. I watched the Showtime undercard, so I had Diamondson J Rock on one screen, and then I had Berlanga and old buddy on the Berlanga and Andy Lee on another screen. So, but Andy Lee and Berlanga, since they fight started first, so I turned the Showtime commentary over to the Zone. So, Andy Lee fought a good fight, to be honest. Not Andy Lee, Jason Quigley, I believe his name is. He fought a great fight. I wanted to call him Scott Quigg. Shout out to Scott Quigg, by the way. But Andy Lee was in his corner. I mean, he looked hella improved, bruh. He looked hella improved, man. Jason Quigley, bruh. I mean, it's Quigley. Is it Jason Quigley? Yeah, Jason Quigley. I think that's his name. Sorry if it ain't. Quigley looked much improved. His footwork. Andy Lee is seen to be a solid trainer. Had him kind of bending and being a smaller target. His chin was tucked. He got dropped 4 times though, but he let Berlanga walk in on you. I'm gonna tell you, Berlanga look a lot better with this coach. I think this was his original coach. He looked a lot better with the original coach, but the problem with Berlanga is not that he lacks the physical attributes to compete. The problem with Berlanga, three main problems or 4 main problems with Berlanga. 1, he don't jab enough. 2, he don't work the body enough. 3, he don't have enough punch variety. And 4, he don't have enough patience. If he develop an uppercut, he develop, some 5 combination punching instead of, and also 6, he should be changing the speed on his punches. That way his punches will flow a little bit better. That's the next evolution. I think he can be world champion, bro. I think he got the physical tools. And then his fight was so lit, though. His fight was super duper lit. He had the theater room thumping, but what he gonna have to do is work on uppercuts, work on hooks, work on double hooks, work on 1-2s, work on double ones, But there was too many times where he was pressuring Quigley, and he was walking him down without throwing a jab. He needed to probably go train with Derrick James, I would say. It was too many times where he walking down Quigley and he not using the jab. But then when I'm thinking like jab, 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 by the time I kind of get to the 4th or 5th saying he should jab, then he'll jab. And then, he'll whiff upstairs with a big hook or a right hook. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm a jab, then come underneath. Quigley, I don't know if it was Sergio Moro Pro Quigley, kind of the underdog. But Quigley took that crowd out of that fight. He really did. He boxed and, he hit Berlanga with some good shots. Especially to the body. He hit Berlanga with some real good shots to the body. And into the head. They was just, he had to get his shots off and get back on defense because he was letting Berlanga push him to the ropes. But his bend at his knees, his bend at his waist, he was in the high guard. His defense was on point for the most part. It's just Berlanga was too big, too strong, too powerful, too determined. He didn't really work. He didn't really rush it tonight. He was a lot more calculated in his attack. But like I said, he got to learn to jab more. He got to learn to go to the body. He got to learn to put some punches together. He got to learn to take speed off the shots. Everything can't be at the hard speed. He a long way from being ready for Canelo. And let alone being a long way to being ready for a world championship. If he want to fight Canelo by May 2025, then, this the coach he need to be with, if any coach right now. And now the next evolution for them to get him where he need to be at is getting him to throw different punches, uppercuts, left hooks to the body, That's the next evolution. And getting him to just be patient and stop putting all his power into one shot. Take your time. Get guys comfortable with your power. Throw 1, 2, throw some off-speed shots, then put mix the hard in there. But, Quigley fought a hell of a fight, bro. Everybody thought because Andrade knocked Quigley out in 2 rounds. That's Andrade. That was at 160. And Quigley looked as big as Berlanga did at 168. And Berlanga not a big 168. To be honest, he ain't even filled in at 168. I'm surprised they ain't trying to make him cut down the top rank to 160, and maybe they did. He just couldn't make 160 pounds, but he's not a big 68 pounder at all. He's not a big 68 pounder. He really not. He really not a big 168 pounder. That's the crazy thing about it. He's not a big 168 pounder. Because, him and Quigley look just as big as each other on fight night. So, but I like what Quigley did. He got dropped. I think he got dropped 4 times. I like what he was doing, but he never got Berlanga true respect. He threw some body shots, threw a couple good head shots. But you got like Berlanga, you got to make him miss, you got to make him pay. And at some point, you got to get his respect. You got to push him back. And he did. He got Berlanga, a little bit of Berlanga respect, but he never took the ground away from Berlanga. He never held his ground and pushed Berlanga back. So, but it was a hell of a fight. It was a good fight. It wasn't no blowout like they was trying to make it seem like Berlanga was running away. It was competitive, especially without the knockdowns. I mean, that fight could have went either way without the knockdowns, but Berlanga separated itself. Some people thought he was going to get him out there in a couple rounds because Andrade did, but Andrade is a world level fighter, world championship level fighter. Berlanga is a bottom 5 of the top 15 contender. So he got a long way to go, but I've seen some improvement in there. I really did. I seen some improvement. Being more patient, and then his coaching, he yelling in the corner, I don't know, it never strokes with different folks. You got them kids that you coach or you might teach that respond better to anger, and then you got other kids when you yell and scream at, they mentally melt down, they become mental midgets, and they don't respond to that well, and they don't respond to that well. And I think they like that Berlanga. I mean, Ron Zorzier was more of a calm guy. I like that they think this new coach is, the new old coach is more fiery, and that's what he needs. But now they kind of got him, being a little bit more patient, taking his time, a little bit more. Now it's time to kind of say, well, let's take some stank off the punches. Let's put the punches together. Let's put the 1s and the 2s together, the 3s, the 4s, the 4, whatever. And, let's get that uppercut rolling. Let's, let's come behind that jab in a tight guard. Then once they do that, combination punching, and then we'll worry about getting that head off the line a little bit better. We'll worry about getting that head off that line a little bit better. So, yeah, I think that's the ticket for him. That's the ticket for him and shit. So, I think that's the true ticket. So, but yeah, man, it was a solid fight, bro. I must say it was a solid fight. The atmosphere was great. You see why, these guys were really interested in signing Edgar Berlanga, because the atmosphere he bring out in New York. Triller would have been smart to kind of like borrow him for one of them verses mixed with New York Lies. Man, that shit would have been crack. Probably put like, I don't know, Puerto Rican rapper in there, Fat Joe or something like that. Whoever they want to do, Daddy Yankee, some shit like that. Now that shit would have been pure crack. Real talk, that shit would have been pure crack. But yeah, man, I believe that I believe that Berlanga can, but he showed some improvement, and now for them, It's just to the point where now it's time to show punch variety, and patience is the next thing for them. Punch variety and patience, and then after you get punch variety and patience, combination punching, then you kind of throw the defense in there. So I think that's the thing about it. Once he learned that I could throw more than a 1, 2, and a 3, you know what I'm saying, I could double the 1 up. The jab will take him to the top, for real, for real. Sure will. The jab will take him all the way. The jab will take him all the way. For real, for real. That jab will take him all the way. Real talk. But once he figure out that those things, I mean, but most people didn't know he was fighting, and like the undercard was so putrid. You gotta understand the undercard help attract, you know, it's like honey. It helped attract people to the fight. You know, it helped attract people to the fight. So, especially hardcore fans, oh, woo on the undercard. Yup. I'm gonna go see dog, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out the fight reaction playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. I'm on TikTok, Spotify. Just hit the link tree. Appreciate y'all. Peace.